चाय खाना हो जाता है। Just now somebody said that he is very black. I will turn black, but in this
I drink a lot of black tea, and my mom said it's too white.
the way to start. I hope you do keep happy. Drums band over. There was, I don't know why they were playing the drums.
I think practice करके ना पूरी
अच्छा अच्छा
अरे कि जब आएंगे ये बताओ अगर किसी सोसाइटी में रहता है तब तो और ज़्यादा चलता है वो।
ओ प्रैक्टिस मुझे लगा वो गणपति हमें बहुत ही जल्दी हो गया ना गाने के लिए सॉरी फॉर गणपति
जल्दी नहीं वो गा नहीं रहे ना वो ढोल बजा रहे क्योंकि वो
प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं
वो ढोल बजाने के लिए नाच चलाने के लिए इतना बड़ा ये सब होता है।
You have Ganpati in your house?
हाँ मैं रखता हूँ
How about you? So we were talking about his conditions. I said, okay, I have some conditions. I will accept. One is, you will not stop us from entering this land without molestation. Okay? Every part of the soil is sacred. You are reading, right? Every part of the soil is sacred.
One movement of my people, every hillside, every valley, every thick and grove has been honored by some sad or happy event details
Long vanished. So he says that it is not hollow, it is haloed. Okay? Hollow means empty, and halo means, you know, जो halo होता है भगवान के पीछे you have that light.
अरे the godly like.
Godly life.
अगर कभी देखा है फोटो कहीं पर भी या statue वो जब meditation दोनों बैठे पीछे ऐसा
ऐसे rim बना होता है. That is halo. So he says that see, this land is sacred. This land is sacred for my, in the estimation of my people. That means for my people, this land is sacred. Every hillside, every valley, every plain has been haloed by, has been, you can say, has been illuminated by some sad or happy occasion. कुछ ना कुछ यहाँ पे अच्छा हुआ है इतने सालों में. Read. Even the rocks.
Even the rocks which seem to be dominant there as they splendor in the sunlight. The silent shore filled with plenty of sea wind, connected with the life of the people, and the very depth upon which do not stand is on more lovingly to their footsteps and more. Because it is rich with the blood of our ancestors and our ancestors conscious of the sympathetic
touch. So he says even that rock which looks dumb and dead as it swelters, as it sweats in the hot sun, it is has thrilled with memories. He says has some interesting and beautiful memories of stirring events connected with the lives of my people. So every part of this land has some memory connected. And it is connected with the lives of my people. The very dust upon which you now stand is the very land, you know, just mitti pe khade ho, the very dust upon which you're standing. And the stand responds are lovingly to their footsteps than yours. So you say that songs, that dust, no, that ये मिट्टी जो है वो ज्यादा kind है मेरे clan के लोगों के पैरों के नीचे. This soil is more kind to my people than yours. Because you never walk barefoot. You have never walked bare feet. So he says that because it is rich with the blood of our ancestors. Why is it kind? Because it has become rich with the blood. That means my people have worked in this soil. They have worked hard, toiled here, they have died here. So to become rich with someone's blood means either the person has worked hard or he has died there. And therefore he says our bare feet are conscious of the sympathetic touch. So when we walk, we are conscious that this land is kind to us. ये मिट्टी हमारी है, ये मिट्टी हमें प्यार करती है. So we are conscious of that feeling. Okay, please.
Our departed race, fond mothers, glad, happy-hearted maidens, and even the little children who live here and rejoice here for the brief section.
Season.
Will love these somber solitudes, and at eventide they reach shadowy returning spirits.
And he says that our departed braves, all those brave people who died for us, our loving mothers, our happy maidens, young girls, or even little children who lived here, they have rejoiced and enjoyed this land. They will even love these somber solitudes. They love these sad, somber, serious solitudes also. And they greet shadowy returning. They always, they also respect the sad events. And when the last dead man shall have perished, and the memory of my tribe shall have become a myth among the white men, these shores will swarm with the invisible dead of my tribe. He says, see, probably one day my tribe will come to an end. All people will vanish, will die. There will be no one will be left from my tribe. And my tribe will be a myth for white man. That means white man will only tell the stories of my tribe. But remember, even that time, the invisible dead of my tribe, the dead spirits of my, spirits of the dead people of my tribe will, where is that? Will swarm the white man shore. That means this whole area will swarm with the dead man spirits. Our spirits will be here. Even if we are vanished, our spirits will stay here only.
And when your children's children make themselves alone in the field, the shore upon the highway, or in the silence of the pathless woods, they will not be alone. In all the earth, there is no place dedicated to solitude. At night, when the streets of the cities and villages are silent and you think them deserted, they will throng with the returning host that once filled them and still love the beautiful land. The white man will never be alone.
Understood what he's saying?
No, it just sounds like a curse.
No, he says that, even when my tribe is no longer living, our spirits will be here. So he says, when your children think themselves alone in the field, when you think your children are, say, 100 saal baad, when you think your children's children, if they think they're alone in the field, in the shop, or on a highway, or in the silent, pathless wood in the forest, if they think they are alone, lonely, then believe me, they are not. They will be surrounded by our spirits. There will never be any place of solitude. Solitude is complete peace and loneliness. You, white man, will never be alone on this land. Our spirits will always be there. At night, when the streets of your cities and villages are silent and you think they are deserted, there is no one. That is not true. Those streets and those cities will throng. Throng means will be crowded with the returning hosts. Who are the hosts? The red man. He's the host. It is his. It is his land, his country. They will throng with the returning hosts that once filled them and still love this beautiful land. The white man will never be alone. Will never be alone. Our spirits will always be surrounding you. Pretty cool. I remember teaching this to the Sanpada. We have our UP in Sanpada, and there the class is always from 6:30 to 8:30. And it was raining, month of June. It was raining and it was 7:30. It was dark and I was teaching and I was reading this. You'll never be alone and our spirits will be.
And I want the lecture of
Let him be just and deal kindly with my people, for the dead are not powerless. Dead, did I say? There is no death, only a change of voice. So he says, be kind to my people. Tell your chief, be kind to my people, because even if we die, we are going to return. He says, did I say death? There is no death. There is only change of world. So we are in this world. Maybe after that we go in some different world, which we do not know. But they believe that there. So the city of Seattle, you all must have heard about the city of Seattle. There is the city, the famous city Seattle. Okay. In America. It No. You haven't heard it. It's a
It's
famous.
not enough famous for me to tell.
Seattle is a famous American city in America, USA. What have you heard? Which cities have you heard?
New York,
Okay, and
Washington,
Washington is
New
not
York,
a
New Jersey.
city. Washington is not a city. It's a state. Washington DC is a city. It's a place. So you've heard about Washington DC. That's the capital. And just Washington is a state. And Seattle is a city in Washington.
Hmm.
So Washington DC is in east. State of Washington is in west, northwest.
So there is a Washington and a
DC.
Washington.
There is Washington DC and Washington.
मतलब एक literally so Delhi capital.
हाँ लेकिन दिल्ली और दिल्ली कैपिटल उसी में है
I know.
लेकिन ये तो दो अलग जगह पे है वॉशिंगटन
Delhi capital.
न्यू दिल्ली और दिल्ली वैसे ना न्यू दिल्ली एंड दिल्ली दिल्ली में न्यू दिल्ली
मुझे ना लगता है दिल्ली एक स्टेट है
Union
मालूम होता है सिटी है
अरे
Union
क्या
territory.
स्टेट ही है
it is very complicated. It is a state. It's a head of union territory. It has recently become state. Therefore, KHR is the chief minister. It's a it got a status of a state. It's a head of a union territory. So, बड़ा complicated situation है.
गोवा तो छोटा स्टेट है जबकि दिल्ली दिखता भी नहीं.
So it's a head of the union territory. So
दिल्ली
state.
भी नहीं है दिल्ली की जगह है वो बस पड़ा हुआ है
बस capital है
Yeah, it's a huge head of the union territories and it can have a chief minister.
Yeah, they made it way confusing for us now.
not really लगेगा ना एक के जगह प्राइम मिनिस्टर के चीफ मिनिस्टर
लेकिन प्राइम मिनिस्टर तो पूरे देश का है.
Say good prime minister
है तो दिल्ली
पर वो थोड़ी ना सब से एक जगह का काम कर रहा है.
है ना
हाँ वो है का उसे
बड़ा है तो उधर
पता नहीं है काम करता है.
बैठा है ना उधर
हाँ
अरे लेकिन उसका ऑफिस और इसका ऑफिस अलग अलग होगा.
हाँ वैसे क्यों कैसे नहीं होता.
ये तो दिल्ली में because it's a capital.
दोनों इंडिया में है बात उनसे मिलने इंडिया जाओ ना इंडिया जा इंडिया जा
पता है मेरे को कुछ हो गया क्या हो रहा है.
आई जान
मैं बहुत कंफ्यूज हूँ तो मैं दिमाग और खराब कर देता हूँ.
We do the question answers. Okay.
हाथ में ढूंढ के बता दिल्ली की तरह हाँ ढूंढ के बता
बिल्कुल नहीं.
वर्ल्ड दिल्ली में पार्लियामेंट है क्या
हाँ
पार्लियामेंट दिल्ली में ही है
हाँ.
पार्लियामेंट इतना बड़ा है इतनी छोटी सी जगह में कैसा
अरे दिल्ली में तो बड़ी जगह है.
मैं गया हूँ
हाँ तो पार्लियामेंट एक बिल्डिंग है भाई. एक बिल्डिंग
बड़ी है मैंने ऐसे कैसे सोच लिया कि इतनी बड़ी बिल्डिंग इतनी छोटी जगह पर डालेंगे
Bro, Vatican City, देखा है साइज. उसका तो सिर्फ एक ही मेन बिल्डिंग है उसकी सिर्फ फोटो आता है Vatican City का. इतना बड़ा था. वही भरता.
We are doing some questions, okay? First question. What does plane What is that? What is the meaning of this line sentence? Yonder sky that has wept tears of compassion upon my people for centuries.
The God has given like my tribe the rain water that it needed.
Okay.
For
So much.
agriculture.
First line, पढ़ो.
ये उसको कुछ और था मैं था कि अगर एक इधर सारे क्लाउड अच्छा दिख रहा है हम क्लाउड अच्छा दिख रहा है क्लाउड
Mother Nature has for centuries nurtured the needs of the Native Americans and given them enough resources, given them enough food, water, and other resources. Any time meaning?
ये पहला यार खुद है
Nobody
भी बोल रहा है पहला चैप्टर कर रहा है क्या था वो एडवांस पहला चैप्टर
हाँ, नहीं पहला चैप्टर वो था ना दूसरा पार्ट ऑफ दिस ओल्ड मैन एज विलेज. हार्ट एंड हैंड्स किया है ना?
But I'm also not sure how to get it. So,
नहीं किया तो करेंगे. It's a very very simple. Hearts and hands किया. It's a very nice. Have you done it in school? नहीं किया.
मैंने बोला ना
Have you done? No.
You are right.
Okay. Okay, let me do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Iron Man.
right. अगर खाना खाना के एक बार छुट्टी मारने से आधी पॉपुलेशन खत्म कर देगा
क्या?
दो बार ही छुट्टी मार सकता है
क्या?
ना
अरे बाप रे, तेरा मैथ्स नहीं बन
दो बार करने से पूरी नहीं जा सकती
नहीं
या क्यों
सब बोला वो हर एक स्नैप का आधा कर रहा है पॉपुलेशन को
हाँ तो
वो
अगर
आगे का
दो
क्वार्टर
स्टार मार दिए
क्वार्टर उसका उसका
What are you people talking?
पता नहीं इसको अभी
और लास्ट में अगर एक ही साल में
तो मैथ्स के क्वेश्चन में चला गया वाला
क्या? What are you asking? What did you ask?
मैंने पूछे कि अगर खाना जो होता है स्नैप करके आधी पॉपुलेशन निकाल ले तो अगर वो दो बार स्नैप करेगा तो पूरी पॉपुलेशन निकालेगी
कौन?
अरे देखो एक मूवी में कैरेक्टर था जो
Okay.
चुटकी में आधा पॉपुलेशन अपने अर्थ का कम कर देता है
पूरे
स्नेक और पूरे यूनिवर्स वो खत्म कर देता है तो वो
उसमें सिर्फ अर्थ लेके हाँ की पॉपुलेशन कम कर बाकी
वो मैथ्स कर रहे थे ठीक है तो अब फिर वो बोलते हैं कि दूसरे स्थान पर तो वो ये चले जाएंगे पर एक्चुअल में क्या होता है कि अगर कोई दूसरा स्थान पर है तो सिर्फ आधे का आधा रहता है
Exactly.
क्योंकि वो हर एक स्थान से आधे ही खत्म कर सकता है
50 होता है
अरे लेकिन देख ये 100 है नंबर्स पॉपुलेशन सपोज 100 है ओके इसका 50 किया कितना हुआ 50 अभी 50 बची है इसका वो आधा कम कर सकता है कितना हुआ समझा अरे लेकिन फिर से 50 बजानी पड़ेगी तो कितना होगा 12.5 अभी ऐसे बहुत चिट्ठियां बजानी पड़ेगी ना तो टाइम लगेगा Rijal, you are actually missing all these Rudra's queries and questions. You should come here. Sorry? Asha Rijal, you keep coming to his class. Which are amazing.
अभी तक स्कूल में नहीं होता
नहीं
लगा है स्कूल में होता है इधर तक है इधर स्कूल में नहीं है
कौन सा स्कूल
यहाँ classes में होता है.
क्लासेस है
If you go to same school, I always ask her the same question.
North
You are-
Point, St. Mary's.
North Point. North Point also doesn't have.
Okay, so it's now honestly not good.
हाँ रिचुअल तू भी सोच रहा है कैसे
वो तो
स्कूल
नहीं
में जाकर
मिलेगा, वो नहीं मिलेगा।
बहुत गर्मी लगती है क्या आपको?
ये काफी झगड़ा होता रहता है, एक ही चालू कर।
There is one more question, but I'll give it to you. Let's discuss this first. Yonder sky that has wept tears of compassion upon my people for centuries. What does that mean?
I had wept tears of compassion upon my people for centuries.
Under the sky that has given rain to my people for centuries.
Okay, it means that the nature has for centuries, nurtured and fulfilled the needs of the native people, given them, that is what the nature has right now. The nature has for centuries nurtured and fulfilled the needs of the native people, given them, it has full stop, it has given them enough rain, food, and other resources. It has given them rain, food, and other resources. It has nurtured and fulfilled. Sorry?
Centuries.
It has nurtured, for centuries, it has nurtured and fulfilled the needs of
That given them rain, food, and
other resources. Why does the speaker say, tomorrow it may be overcast with clouds?
feeling of uncertainty can happen.
Okay.
Then maybe problem.
Yes. So he says that tomorrow this land may not remain with them. So the land might go to the white people. And therefore he says tomorrow may be overcast with clouds to indicate tomorrow may be problems and uncertainty.
Yeah.
Since so you can say that white man wanted to occupy the land of the tribe, and therefore he says tomorrow may be full of problems and uncertainty. Occupy the land of the tribe, land that was owned or held by the tribe. And therefore he says, tomorrow may be full of uncertainty and problems. What has the great chief told the chief Seattle and his people? Rijal, what has the great chief told the chief Seattle and his people? What has he told?
Give the land to them.
And in return, what will they do?
In return, they will just say, we will give them a part of like land where they can survive.
That is
So
he.
that's the condition that she asked.
So what have they promised? See, they have promised.
And that's the land.
Yes, we will, that they will protect them. They will protect them. Where is that? Let's go and get the second row. Okay, second row. He will see your second paragraph, page 43. He says he will, the great king, the great chief has promised them, I have asked the land from them, and in return, he has promised that he will protect them, then his brave warriors would, and his ships will keep them safe from their ancient enemies. I'll dictate one second. The chief has asked the chief Seattle to give their land. Chief has asked the chief Seattle to give their land. In return, the chief has promised to protect them full stop. His brave soldiers and his ships, will keep Chief Seattle's tribe safe from their ancient enemies. What is referred to as the god of the natives? Gods, the spirits of
their ancestors.
very good. The spirits of their ancestors. Spirits of their ancestors.
Yeah. I mean, that is a problem. We must really tell you that to use that now.
मेरे पास ऐसा नहीं क्या होता है
दूसरी कोई होता है कि नहीं होता कोई और पेंशन तेरे पास कर दिया
पढ़ ली है
तो तकलीफ है वो वाला करना उसको मुझे बदलने चाहिए दूसरा पता है भाई टेक पेन और ये दूसरे लेवल पर चल जाएगी
वो चल रहा होगा देख. So the spirits, the great spirit of the ancestors is referred to as the god by the natives. Why does he seem to have forgotten them? Why does the god seem to have forgotten them? He means the god. Why does the god seem to have forgotten them? Yes, go ahead.
They, the God that seems to forgotten them as the God is not helping them win any war against the whites
Okay,
and not helping them from
not protecting them from the advances of the white people, not protecting them from the white people. and
like letting the land be taken over. by
yes, and it is letting the white people take the land, exploit them. So you can write.
Yes.
So he says he thinks that the God has forgotten them because the God is no longer able to protect them from the cruelty of white man. Their land is sacred to them, but it is taken away by the white man. Their land is sacred to them, but it is taken away by the white man, and the God cannot stop it. And therefore they are at the mercy of, they are very, therefore they have become powerless. They have become powerless and they are at the mercy of the white colonizers. Vijay, can you give the next answer? Why are the natives compared to the receding tide?
Can you repeat?
The next question, why are the natives compared to the receding tide? Receding tide?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Okay. Can you see question number 5?
Ma'am, fifth question. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What will be the answer? What can be the answer? Why?
I can book my tool there. I can figure out the.
Why don't you try? Why don't you try? Receding tide. Okay, tell me.
The natives are compared to the receding tide as they are reducing in number because of the whites.
Because they are reducing in number because of their fights or quarrels with the white.
Ma'am, they have almost become extinct.
Yes, they are almost about to become extinct. So they are reducing in number. Their population is reducing in number very fast. Because of the long wars that they have fought with the white people. The numbers have reduced greatly because of the long wars they have fought with the white people. Why doesn't he say that the God must be partial? Partiality? Partiality करता है God, भगवान, according to him.
Yeah.
He does.
He does.
You think God is partial? Yes or no? No?
Yes.
See, sometimes.
Like we are privileged, but there are people who should be equal privileged, like us.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
And there are more privileged people also.
So yeah. That's why.
Don't you ever wonder why Ambani is Ambani and why we are yours?
My story is still understandable. No.
What?
Who was the one who actually started the
Dhirubhai Ambani.
He was the main reason why all like why Ambani country is yesterday. Because of he actually worked hard, but there are other people who just get on the money that their own like access to believe and they still country. That's what happens.
So why does the chief say that the God must be partial?
Because he never gets the rent people in only the white men always when getting from all.
Yes. So he says God must be partial because over the period the red Indians suffered at the hands of whites. They never won any war against the whites. The whites progressed by leaps and bounds. Whites progressed year after year, and the red Indians reduced in number. So the more the whites progressed, the more the red Indians suffered. And therefore, he says that the God has forgotten them and he is being partial. Okay. So what will you say once again? God is partial. The chief says that the God must be partial because what did I say? What was the first thing?
Their times and suffered under the white.
The natives, the native red Indians, the native people, the Native Americans. The Native Americans have always suffered at the hands of white people. It is more or less same answer.
Yes.
Why the gods seem to have forgotten. The Native Americans never won any war. While white people conquered more and more land. They never won any war. White people conquered more and more land. They progressed day by day. White people progressed day by day, while the native red Indians reduced in number. The white people progressed day by day, while the red Indians reduced in number. Yes.
How would they fight the war? Because when the Indians fired the
Arrows, initially with arrows, later on with guns. Initially, both of them probably had arrows and spears and both everything, whatever was available with them. Probably that's how they fought. And guns to a certain extent.
if there are few people and with their and you are and go and then.
But you see, at 1857. See, this speech was given in 1854. So, have you studied the revolt of 1857?
Yes.
Rally of Jhansi.
Yes.
So that time also the Britishers and we, both of us were with sword, na? And there were guns. But it's not like the guns were not like what we have today.
Cannons.
Oh, even they would have had cannons.
But we also had cannons.
No, even these people would have had cannons. They also would have had cannons. And guns were how? See, Rani of Jhansi was shot by a gun. But the guns were not, the bullets were not, they could not fire the bullets the way they can fire it today. They had to load one gun, then fire it. It's something like that. Or they had
There was actually like a whole complicated thing you needed to do. It was just one shell you can put at one time. So you have to shoot it and then open it all up,
Yeah.
put another bullet, then close it and then shoot.
So we moved that.
Thank you, Sandy.
It was,
I thought that right?
no, that is now. And that time it was very primitive stage.
I think केसरी में भी देखा होगा मूवी
अच्छा वैसा
मतलब वो मूवी इट्स लाइक अ बिट मॉडर्न एंड स्टफ वो रंडर में यू शुड वेट आफ्टर पूरा खींचना वगैरह बहुत प्रॉब्लम
तब बेटर था वो बेटर
Of course, the otherwise the gun, no, the shooting gun, it's very heavy.
This was like a hunting license, na? And it used to be heavy for that.
तो गन को हैवी होना तो ये तो स्टॉप ओवर जा रहा हो
नहीं, I would just वो टूट जाता अगर मैं ये तो टूट
It's very heavy. If you have you ever done a rifle shooting?
I've done one
So the rifle is very heavy. You can't hold it with one hand.
मेरी गन लेके चल रहे हैं
It's
एक हाथ में दो हाथ में तो
what's the movie about that?
exactly. They are very heavy. Even the sword, each sword is at least 20 kg. Very heavy.
Basically, when they used to fight, and the armor was also like above 100 kg. The whole armor.
So that's why they hit with it. It is not only just sharp, because it is heavy.
You could do just the damage.
Yeah.
The damage would be enough to kill you while it's doing that.
अगर हमने उसके ऊपर तलवार भी पड़ी तब भी मर जाएगा
All of them.
हम गिर भी गए ना उसके ऊपर तब भी मर जाएगा
पर वो होता नहीं था ना क्योंकि उनके पास equally वो strong armor होता है.
And they used to practice with it. No? So they were used to handle.
ऐसा लगेगा कि हम ऐसे चल रहे हैं 100 किलो के आर्मर पे सामने एनिमी आके मुझ पे गिर गया मर गया
100 kilo का नहीं होता. It's 100 kilo का नहीं होता.
But it was around 20 weeks, the whole armor. It was very heavy.
मैंने बोला it was around 100
around
20
मतलब वो सारा टायर बन के 100 kg हो जाता. You hold a gun, you do not gun, sword. Answer लिखा. Now there is this one question. We are two distinct races with separate origins and separate destinies. Explain. Why does he say that? We are two distinct races.
We said that because the I do I क्या बोलते हैं Europeans
White people.
white people the white people tell them the Americans that they are brothers बोला नहीं they are brothers
अरे पर यहाँ
मेरा भाई है तू
With
there was a
separate origins.
वो भी डाल देता है. Ready with the same नाम हम लोग हैं.
we are not brothers
And separate destinies.
Maybe there's a different answer to that.
So one thing, the Native Americans and whites are distinctly different in their culture, their beliefs, and in their customs. Okay. Then you can say that their religion, the white people follow the religion which cannot be changed, and it is written down on stone. Yes. And while the native religion is passed down to them through their traditions and through their ancestors. So these are two distinctly different. Give examples to explain with examples. Explain with examples. Okay?
So that's culture and all.
Yeah, so you have to talk about more about that. They trust, they believe in they believe that, okay, the white man does not believe in spirits, they bury their dead and they forget, while the Native Americans believe that the spirits live even after they are dead, and they advise them, they love the land, they come back to them to advise, to they say advise and guide and console and comfort them. They come back to them to guide and console.
Somebody's dead, it's just 8 times. But they, that is not the good thing.
लेकिन ऐसे कंफ्यूजन हो गया तो दादाजी एक बोल रहे हैं और नाना जी दूसरा बोल रहे हैं तो
और फिर पीछे ये लड़ाई चल रही है।
नाना जी बोल रहे हैं ऐसा
फिर मैं दादी को बुलाया
दोनों के कान पकड़ के दूर करेगी।
नाना बोला कि उससे लेके बोल
सामने वाले को
नहीं कोई और एकदम दूर इधर बैठो दूसरे तो बोलने में टीचर बोल भी नहीं पाएगी।
लेकिन वो कितना कंफ्यूजन होगा, तुम्हारे स्पिरिट्स आए हैं एंसेस्टर्स के, वो दूसरे क्या आए हैं, तीसरे क्या है, बहुत क्या है। बुला लोगे तो वो ये भी बुला लेगा, ये भी बुला लेगी, सब लोग बुला लेंगे, वो जो भी बुला लेगा।
फिर पूरा स्कूल ही खुद से रहा है।
स्पिरिट्स में जगह
तो फिर आज भी देख लेंगे।
लेकिन तुम्हारी आइडिया है बड़ी अच्छी लगती है।
ये कुछ आपन भी चल रहा है।
कितना मजा आएगा ऐसे खान में सवाल आएगा।
मैं जाता हूँ सुन के इतने कंसंट्रेशन से सोच तो एग्जाम में तो बैठा हुआ है सारे आंसर याद कर पीछे से कोई चिल्लाता है और आंसर सही है और नहीं डरे वो शुरू कर
मुझे लगता है कि ये नहीं होगा किसी में
आदत होगी ना तभी तो आदत हो जाएगी ना।
अच्छा तो
और मेरे दादा की लड़ाई मानती तो बोलते हैं देखती भी रहती है तब जोर से बात कर रही है उनको लगता है
कोई कंसंट्रेशन स्कूल में हम लोग
नहीं करते हैं।
अच्छा अब हम चिल्लाते हैं अगर हम लोग कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं
एक बच्चा तो फर्स्ट ईयर में एटलीस्ट दो लाख बोल रहा नाम दे
अगर अगर अपना हमारा पेंसिल या पेन पे गिर गया ना वो पेन दिखेगा नहीं जब तक काम खत्म ना हो।
मेरे बाद में पता चला कि मेरे ये बाजू वाले थे लोग है ना उसमें लोग चिट्स बना के पासिंग का पास कर रहे पूरे लोग।
हाँ पता है वो
पूरे रो में
वो
partial, that is called partial. God is partial.
वाला जो भी हो रहा था
हाँ
एक तो मेरे रो में भी हुआ समझ नहीं आ रहा एक दिन
बहुत सही लोग से दे रहे हैं उस रो में।
Did you write the answer? क्या आंसर है इसका?
अच्छा ये
हाँ क्या
एग्जाम का पूछ रहे थे, एग्जाम को आंसर लिखना
first tell me इसका आंसर क्या है?
किसका?
Okay, we are distinct races with with separate origins and separate. That means
we had two distinct races with separate
Answer.
answer.
वही तो आंसर खुद लिख रहा है.
That means we are distinctly
We are
different.
not brothers.
So whites and Native Americans are distinctly different in terms of customs, beliefs, and religions. Traditions, customs, beliefs, and traditions. Okay. The white religion. Will you write this answer at home? Do you have this book? You can read this. Read from this. I have given it. But I think this it's little difficult here. Then simplify and write. Simplify the answer. Ritual. Write the answer
Yeah, ma'am.
and show it to next time I'll ask this first answer. This we are two distinct races, huh? Races
Okay,
with
ma'am.
separate origins. You will tell the answer
Yes, ma'am.
and remind Rudra also.
School में.
Ma'am, which division is he in?
Sorry. Sorry.
Ma'am, which division is he in?
Which?
Division.
Okay, you are in which division is that?
मुझे पता है कि मैं तेरे क्लास की कोई बहन भी है मेरे बस की ना हो.
Is in A division.
वो आया भी था एक बार मेरे क्लास में से चालू कर.
तुम्हें बताया.
ऐसे ही बस चल के आता है, मैम पढ़ाएगी और स्पीच में लग गया तो मैम उसे देखती है, ऐसे जाता है, एक से चालू करता है, पहले से चालू करता है, दूसरे की तरफ जाता है, फिर क्या वो भी चालू है, वापस चलाता है. पूरे टाइम ये देख रहे होते कि इसमें मैं कमिंग नहीं बोला.
So Richard, he's saying that let us say may I come in?
अभी मैम इसे डांटेगी, बाहर जाओ मैं कमिंग.
मैम मैं इशारा करता हूँ, मैम देख लेती है तो मैं अंदर आ जाता हूँ.
Okay.
मैंने कभी नहीं देखा.
Okay, Richard, that's all for the day. Do this answer, okay?
I need to be there.
ये छोड़ देता तो मम्मी मार लेती.